we're not discussing problems, all right? It's not about problems. It's about finding solutions.
In this video, we're about to uncover the often overlooked challenges that unchecked migration and multiculturalism can pose for a nation.
It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is, guys. Come on, we are back again. We're back again. All right, road to 1 million subscribers, guys. Let's go. Rush this. Let's rush this. Tell your friends, your enemies, your cats, your dogs, everybody. Tell them smash like and subscribe and follow Shady for content that is different. I mean, I think I'm different. I like to think that. All right. Anyway, that's not too much, guys. Europe is on fire. I thought it was just the UK that was going crazy, yeah, with all the crisis, with the things going on around, but it's spread across Europe. No way. So a lot of you have said to me, check out Sweden. All right, check out Sweden. I'm been saying in my comment section. I check out only the UK mostly, but I'm like, Swedish people on my channel, like, you're Swedish and you watch me. Okay, thank you very much. So today we're going to check out Sweden as well, guys. Okay, let's check it out. All right, it is migration and multiculturalism crisis, Sweden's retreat. Okay, Roda portal, subscribe and like. Let's get this one started.
Obviously, this mechanism is just a political tool. So before you're gonna judge, just before you're gonna point us with your finger, maybe you should think about Sweden and the rapes on women by illegal migrants. Maybe you should focus on Germany, which is #1 with all these crimes coming over from illegal migrants. This is not our data, this is Eurostat.
This looks like a war zone. It looks like an uprising. This is what this looks like.
The issue of migration and multiculturalism has been a topic of intense debate and concern in various parts of the world. While immigration can bring some benefits, it also poses challenges to host countries, which, if not managed effectively, can lead to adverse consequences. Get ready to delve into a thought-provoking journey.
You leave your country, you go through all the hardship of the sea. God knows how many of them traveled and how many died en route. Yep, you make it there.
In this video, we're about to uncover the often overlooked challenges that unchecked migration and multiculturalism can pose for a nation. But hold on, we're not just diving into theory. We're bringing you real-world examples, shining a spotlight on none other than Sweden. So, fasten your seatbelts, because we're not just discussing problems.
I'm ready.
We're exploring solutions and underlining the critical significance of a well-thought-out strategic approach to these complex issues.
I like what he said. We're not discussing problems, all right? It's not about problems. It's about finding solutions. That is my take. That is me. I'm always about solutions, not about problems. Yes, we can spot out the problem, but I always want to profile a solution. All right, solution-mindedness, I think, is the key to our society right now.
Stay tuned for a mind-expanding experience. Multiculturalism, often celebrated as a symbol of diversity and inclusivity.
Yes.
A defining characteristic of many nations, particularly those with substantial immigrant populations. In Sweden's case, it was not always characterized by the challenges it faces today. Before opening its doors to significant immigration, Sweden was recognized as a socially cohesive and culturally homogeneous nation. For many decades, from 1871 to 1940, the average number of immigrants into Sweden was relatively low, averaging around 6,000 per year. Most of these immigrants hailed from neighboring countries, such
6,000 per year. That number is so low. So very low. UK 1 million. Okay, maybe not 1 million, like 600,000 a year.
Such as Germany, Denmark, and Norway, sharing linguistic and cultural similarities with the native Swedish population. Sweden was renowned for its high standard of living, a well-functioning welfare state, and one of the world's lowest crime rates. The society was closely knit, and there was a sense of shared values and purpose. However, in recent decades, the idea of multiculturalism entered Sweden's political mainstream. Sweden began to accept a large number of refugees from outside Europe, making it one of the countries with the most non-European immigrants relative to its population.
Wow.
Between 1985 and 2015, the proportion of immigrants of non-European origin in Sweden increased significantly.
You know what? Yeah, people are really lucky, or the mainstream people are lucky that I'm not a politician. If I was a politician, I'm a very practical person. Very practical. Call me crazy, I'm very practical. If it's not going to work, it's not going to work. You've got to be pragmatic in life. Alright? You've got to be pragmatic. Okay? Anyway, let's carry on this. Alright?
From 2% to 15%. This rapid change in Sweden's immigration policy led to various challenges. Many of the immigrants arriving in Sweden faced difficulties in integrating into Swedish society and finding employment.
They're facing difficulty? You're telling me you go to another country, you're facing difficulty in integrating? When you were in the sea, was there no difficulty in the water? When you were applying for the visa to come, was there no difficulty in the application? You had to wait long? Was it easy? Tell me, was it easy? In the country that you left, was there no difficulty? How can you face difficulty in integrating in a country? Tell me how. You are a human being, I am a human being. You've got a brain, I've got a brain. The way you learn, I learn. The way I learn, you learn. Alright, you can learn my language, I can teach you the language. You can go to the school to learn the language. You can learn the ways, you can learn the cultures. You can abide by the laws. Your country had laws before you came, our country have laws. You can abide by them as well. We have a culture, you had a culture. But my culture is a host culture. You're my visitor, so you abide by my rules. You can't abide by my rules. Who are you? Who are you to tell me I cannot integrate? I cannot eat your food. Oh my God. You guys are very tolerant in Europe.
As the labor market evolved and demanded higher levels of education, language skills, and work experience, it became harder for immigrants to secure jobs. In 2015, the employment rate for individuals born in Sweden was significantly higher than that for those born outside Europe, further highlighting the struggle many immigrants faced when trying to integrate into the labor market. The consequences of these challenges have included an increase in crime rates, particularly in marginalized immigrant communities. Criminal gangs often recruit young immigrants who feel excluded from society, contributing to a rise in criminal activities and violence.
I think it's extremely important to safeguard that people that actually do enter the EU are people entitled to do that. We cannot continue a situation where people without permits simply travel through Europe.
You come to this country, the countries in Europe, and you cannot secure a job. Wow. Guys, listen, in terms of necessity, there are different types of jobs that people can do. Okay, when I came to study, I was a student. I did my 20 hours of odd jobs. I worked in the hotels, I worked in the kitchen. Then I also became a kitchen assistant. Something I wasn't very proud of. I was a kitchen porter for a while. Then I started working at the bar. I worked at the bar as a bartender. I worked at the concierge as well. Finally, I started working in administration. Alright, I did some customer service, and I'm already laying down some groundwork to start some businesses. Alright, when it's time, you guys will know. Alright, but I'm already laying down some groundwork to run some businesses. Okay, to also try to get people to employ. Okay, you cannot just start from the top. You go in, humble yourself, start from a level, study. You can always work it out, but you have to be humble.
Swedish experience emphasizes the importance of finding a balance between celebrating diversity and ensuring social cohesion. Sweden's transition from a culturally homogeneous nation to a multicultural society has brought to light the complexities and challenges of such a transformation. This experience underlines the significance of thoughtful immigration policies that promote integration and shared values while preserving a nation's identity and security. Uncontrolled migration can have severe economic consequences, particularly when a significant proportion of immigrants struggle to integrate. Sweden enjoyed a robust economy before it began its journey towards multiculturalism. Its well-functioning welfare state was supported by a relatively homogeneous population that shared a strong work ethic and societal norms. However, as Sweden welcomed more immigrants from non-European countries, the economy changed. This influx of immigrants led to a surge in demand for social services, putting a significant strain on public resources. Many of these immigrants relied on state assistance, adding a substantial financial burden to the Swedish economy. This allocation of resources to support non-integrated immigrants not only affected the country's economic stability, but also diverted funds from other essential services, such as healthcare, education, and infrastructure development. Sweden's experience with uncontrolled migration serves as a wake-up call, emphasizing the importance of aligning immigration policies with the economic needs of the nation. Policies that promote integration and self-sufficiency among immigrants are crucial to ensure that they contribute positively to the country's economy.
You know what I think here? I think what makes me a bit different from a lot of people is because my dad didn't bring us up to rely on other people. He brought us up in a way that you have to work for what you get. You have to work for it. We are not beggars. You are not a beggar. If you're going to go anywhere, if you're going to do anything, you have to be resourceful. We don't take. I mean, my dad was a banker, all right? So he was well-to-do, okay, before he died. I mean, by now you must have guessed that it was after his death that I actually came to the UK, because we were very well-to-do. My dad was always giving. We never take from people, all right? You have to be the hand that gives. Anyway, I've deviated. Let's carry on.
Rather than solely relying on state assistance. Finding a balance between the economic benefits of immigration and the potential economic strain is a critical consideration for nations seeking to address the challenges posed by multiculturalism and migration. Sweden's experience provides a stark example of how a lack of integration can contribute to heightened crime rates. Criminal gangs, many of which consist of marginalized immigrant youths, have proliferated in the country. Sweden's law enforcement has been battling issues related.
How do you have the balls to fight the police? How do you have those balls? I don't know how they do. I don't know how. Wow. Oh my days.
To gang violence, drug trafficking, and organized crime. These issues not only pose security threats, but also erode the safety and quality of life, raising concerns about public safety. The multiculturalism in Sweden has brought to light significant societal divisions and polarization. Various cultural groups often do not share common values or understand each other's perspectives, leading to social fragmentation. This division makes it difficult for Swedish society to find common ground on important issues, and it has led to political polarization. The inability to bridge these divides hampers the country's capacity to address any pressing of social, political, and economic challenges effectively. Sweden's experience presents a compelling case that underscores the imperative need for reform in addressing the multifaceted consequences of uncontrolled migration and the challenges of multiculturalism.
Wow. I'm watching this in disbelief. I think also one thing that makes me different is because I had a Christian upbringing. So my life reflects a lot of Christian values. Maybe that's why I'm very different from this, because we are taught to respect the laws. We are taught also that you have to pray for the peace of the country you live in, and also you have to give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. So that means you have to be law abiding, you have to give back to the community, also love your neighbor as yourself. Okay, we are taught all of that since I was a child, so I grew up with that mentality already. So maybe that was why I found it easier to integrate.
Before Sweden's shift towards multiculturalism, the nation enjoyed a prosperous and harmonious society, characterized by social cohesion, shared values, and a strong economy. In the face of the challenges brought about by unchecked migration, host countries must proactively consider implementing comprehensive policies that prioritize integration. Language and cultural education programs should take center stage to facilitate the assimilation of immigrants into the broader society.
Yes.
Sweden's experience indicates that promoting understanding and shared values among diverse communities is pivotal to bridging societal divides and fostering unity.
I agree.
Economic alignment becomes paramount as well. Immigration policies should be calibrated to correspond with the economic needs of the nation. An emphasis on attracting skilled immigrants who can positively contribute to the workforce can alleviate the economic burdens experienced by countries like Sweden. Immigration must serve not only the humanitarian aspect, but also align with the nation's economic goals.
Exactly.
Ensuring that immigrants are well equipped to participate actively in the workforce.
Exactly.
Contribute to economic growth, and ultimately enhance the nation's overall prosperity.
If this can be done, if this can be implemented in the UK, that will be amazing. That will be such a beautiful thing. All right.
Sweden's journey provides a valuable lesson for nations worldwide. Striking a balance between celebrating diversity and ensuring social cohesion is of utmost importance. Through reformative measures, host countries can navigate the challenges associated with multiculturalism and uncontrolled migration. This approach reflects the forward-thinking and adaptable nature of nations looking to harness the benefits of immigration while avoiding the potential pitfalls of uncontrolled migration.
Now, you know, I think when they jump on those boats and they're coming to Europe, what they have in their mind is that they're going to heaven, or they're going to a paradise where money grows on trees. They don't have to work too hard. They'll just be there having a good time. So they have an expectation already. I think that also plays a part in this.
As we wrap up today's discussion, it's clear that the issues surrounding migration and multiculturalism are complex. But there's much to learn from Sweden's experience. While these elements can undoubtedly enrich societies, they also bring unique challenges. Balancing diversity and social cohesion is a delicate task that nations worldwide are facing. Sweden's lessons remind us of the significance of responsible and effective immigration policies. So, if you found this video informative and engaging, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Remember, stay informed, stay engaged. Thank you for joining us today. We look forward to exploring more vital topics with you in the future.
Wow, you're escaping war, or you're escaping a certain kind of life, and you're taking that life to where you're going to. So why did you escape it then? Why didn't you just stay back and enjoy it? You know what I mean? It is sad what's going on right now in Europe. It is very, very sad. Okay, because every foreigner, every immigrant, that goes to these countries, all the immigrants will all be put under the same umbrella. No matter what, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's an immigrant, all right? They're economic immigrants. If someone travels to a country to study, what kind of immigrant are those? I think that is the definition of a migrant, all right? So I was a student migrant, and maybe because I came from a different type of background, maybe that's why I see things kind of differently, okay? But regardless of people's backgrounds, regardless of how it is, the first thing in human nature is adaptation. Human beings adapt to wherever they go to. You can't tell me a human being cannot adapt. Human beings can adapt, but human beings can choose not to adapt. Alright? This saddens me because I'm not originally from the UK. Alright? I might be British now, okay? Still have my Nigerian heritage via my dad. Still have my Nigerian/Portuguese heritage via my mom. Actually, via my grandmom, because she was half caste or mixed race, however they call it. But even if people see me, or people see anybody from here, in fact, if you're not white, you're not originally from Europe. You could have been born here, your dad could have been born here, your granddad could have been born here, but if you're not white, you're not originally from here, you're either Caribbean, or you're African, or I don't know, wherever you are from. We all get classed with immigrants that are unruly, alright, and that really hurts me. And that's something I'm like trying to see how other immigrants can just be like, can just relax and chill. You come here to make it, you can make it. Anyway, this video has provided many solutions, and I hope that Europe actually hits these solutions, okay, because things are going very crazy. And I don't want a situation where hardworking foreigners, hardworking immigrants, hardworking migrants will be classed together with the unruly bunch. Okay, because many of us own businesses, and also I want to show immigrant-owned businesses in the UK. All right, in London, I'm in the process of contacting quite a few. All right, I came here, worked hard, opened businesses, employ people, and are actually giving back to the community. All right, right now I'm hunting them down. All right, I've already contacted a few. Okay, and I'm gonna upload a series of videos of immigrants that are actually giving back, and they'll tell us their rough stories. Okay, they'll tell us their rough, hard stories. It's never been easy. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sad for Sweden, and I hope they find a solution, because I saw Sweden before, amazing, lovely, powerful economy. Okay, and now they're just going down the drain. Sad. All right, guys, catch you in the next video. Peace out.
When I promise not to leave, but care, she said she won't